This is 1p. Now, what if I told you that Warren Buffett, the most famous investor, didn't get rich amassing 135 billion by picking the perfect stock or some secret handshake on Wall Street? He became a billionaire by mastering a law of money so powerful and equally so overlooked that you could start with just a single penny. And if you play your cards right, end up richer than most lottery winners. Sounds too good to be true, right? But I promise you, it's not. Let me show you the simple math that even Buffett calls the most powerful force in the universe. This is a story of how a single penny, yes, a single penny, can grow into millions, and how you can use this exact principle to change your life, no matter where you're starting from. Imagine you're given two choices. Option A, I hand you 1 million in cash right now. Option B, I give you just a single penny, but here's the catch. That penny will double every day for 31 days. Now, before we proceed, please pause the video and let me know in the comment section which option you'd pick. Option A, the £1 million, or option B, the 1p. Now, most people quite sensibly grab the £1 million, and to be honest, who wouldn't say no to becoming a millionaire overnight? But what if you could actually earn more? Let me walk you through what happens if you're patient enough to pick the penny. On day one, you've got the 1p. On day two, you've got 2 of the 1p. On day 3, you now have 4p. On day 4, that's doubled to 8p. On day 5, you've now got 16p. Now, let's fast forward to day 10. On day 10, you've got £5 and 12p. Going to day 15, you've got £163 and 84 pence. Day 20, that's 5,242 and 88 pence. Not too bad. Day 25, that ramps up significantly to £167,772. Day 28, you've got 1.3 million. Now at day 31, it's a whopping £10.7 million. Let that sink in. By the end of the month, the penny pickers are now sitting on over £10 million. That's 10 times more than the £1 million option. Now, this isn't even magic. This is a raw, unstoppable power of compound interest. Even Einstein supposedly said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it, and he who doesn't, pays it. And the good news, my friends, is by the end of this video, you will fully understand and how it can work both for and significantly against you. Now you might be thinking, that's a neat trick, but real life doesn't actually let you double your money every day. And to be honest, you're right, but the lesson isn't about the rate, it's about the process. Compound interest is when your money earns money, and then that new money earns even more money. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. With every turn, it gathers more snow, becoming bigger and bigger. The longer the hill, the even bigger the snowball. Let me explain this through an example. Imagine you invest £10,000 at 7% a year. With simple interest, you get £700 every year, and after 40 years, you'll have a total of £38,000. But with compound interest, each year you earn interest not on your original £10,000, but also on the interest you've already accumulated. So after 40 years, you have a total of £149,744. That's the difference between just saving and actually building wealth via compound interest. Let me talk you through 2 real-life power stories to prove that this actually works. First, let's talk about the story of Warren Buffett himself. Back in 1988, Buffett invested $1 billion in Coca-Cola. Back then, people thought he was mad. Today, that stake is now worth over $25 billion, and he gets paid $736 million in dividends every single year as a result, just by holding those shares. Buffett once said that his wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and also compound interest. And the important thing to note is that he didn't get rich quick. He got rich slowly, and then almost overnight, he became one of the most richest people in history. Now, let's also talk about the example of Anne Scheiber. She retired in 1944 with just $21,000 to her name. She never earned more than $4,000 per year. But she invested in solid companies, reinvested every dividend, and let compounding do its thing. When she died at 101, her portfolio was worth $22 million. Her secret: she started early, stayed consistent, and never interrupted the compounding process. Time is your best friend when it comes to compound interest. The earlier you start, the better. Meet Jenny and meet Jack. Jenny starts investing £200 a month at the age of 21, earning 10% a year, whilst Jack waits until he's 35 and invests £500 a month at the same rate. Now, the results. Jenny at 45 had £212,000, whereas Jack at 45 had a mere £95,000. Despite Jack investing more each month, Jenny's head start means that she ends up with more than double his wealth. And that is the power of time and compounding. Warren Buffett calls this the snowball at the top of a very long hill. The earlier you start, the bigger your snowball will become. Now, unfortunately, compound interest doesn't just help build wealth, it can also destroy it, and pretty fast, if you're on the wrong side of it. Imagine you rack up a £10,000 on a credit card at 24% APR, and also you only make the minimum payment. You could spend decades paying it off and then end up repaying significantly more than you borrowed, crippling your future wealth building opportunities. This is why lenders love compounding, because it makes them a lot of money, and it's why you need to pay off high interest debt before you start investing. As Martin Lewis often says, debt compounding is a financial cancer. You need to cut it out fast. Now we know all this, let's turn this knowledge into action. Here's your step-by-step plan. First, you need to start now, not later. The biggest mistake is waiting for the perfect time, and the best time is to start it yesterday. The second best time is right now. 2, you need to automate everything. Set up a direct debit into your investment account every month. Platforms like Trading 212, Invest Engine, Vanguard, Hargreaves Lansdown, etc. make this a very simple process. Automation means you never forget and you never let emotions get in the way. I've saved over £1,600 into one of my accounts by auto investing £25 a week over the last year, and I didn't even notice the money was leaving my account some week. In 30 years, I expect this to be worth around 253k, with 214k of that coming from compound interest. 3, reinvest every penny. Always reinvest your dividends. This is where the magic happens. Over decades, reinvested dividends can account for more than half of your total returns. 4, use tax efficient accounts. In the UK, max out your ISA allowance. Currently, it's £20,000 because all gains and dividends are tax free. And in the US, use your Roth IRA and your 401ks, as these enable tax-free growth and withdrawals in retirement. Now, if you're looking for a great stocks and shares ISA, one of my favorites is Trading 212. And if you're new and you'd like a free fractional share worth up to £100 when you sign up, you can use the sponsored code DEAN or the link in the description. But please note, terms do apply, so please read them carefully. 5th, increase your contributions over time. As your income grows, increase your monthly investments. Even small bumps of £10 or £20 a month can make a significant difference over decades. 6th, stay the course and don't panic when the market drops, and don't try to time the market. Research shows that the biggest returns come from staying invested and letting compounding do its magic. 7th, minimize your fees. Try to reduce your fees, as fees also compound over time, eroding your wealth. Once people know this, unfortunately, they do still mess up and miss out. This is down to what people call financial psychology, and it's a very hard thing to master. Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman found that most people value £1,000 a day more than they would £5,000 in 5 years, and it's called present bias. But the people who get rich, they're the ones that can delay gratification and let their money work for them. Vanguard also found that automated investors, those who set and forget, outperform emotional traders by 82%. The lesson: remove your emotions from the investment and let the system do the work. Pulling your money out of any account or delaying investing significantly harms your future wealth. So try to avoid this if you can. Finance isn't just about numbers, it's about your life, your dreams, and your future. The stories of Buffett, Anne Scheiber, Jenny, and Jack aren't just anecdotes. They are proof that anyone can build wealth with the right behaviors and enough time. You don't need to be a genius or have a six-figure salary to become a millionaire. You just need to start, stay consistent, and let compounding do its thing. Every second you wait is costing your future self money. If you're watching this and thinking, I'll start next year, remember, next year's Jenny is already ahead of you. Warren Buffett didn't get rich because he got lucky. He got rich because he understood the power of compounding, and he let time do the work. You don't need $1 million to start, you just need to start. So, are you picking the million or are you picking that penny? If you found value in this video, please smash that like button, subscribe, and also please consider sharing this video with someone you think should learn this lesson, because the sooner you start, the bigger your snowball gets. Now, if you're keen to learn the money habits of the elite, watch this video here. I assure you that you will find it extremely helpful. Please let me know your thoughts and whether you've changed your option in the comment section. Until next time, ta-ra.